NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, a state of emergency has been declared in Missouri as 3 separate rivers are all at or above flood stage. Plus, extra security measures being taken tonight in Times Square as 1 million people are expected in attendance, ringing in the new year. And it was close, but the Badgers bring home a win from the Holiday Bowl in a nail-biter of a finish. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ashley Matthews. Christina's off today. Calm but cold conditions for our last day of 2015, and we'll be starting the new year off with a little bit of sunshine. Carlos joins us now with our New Year's Eve forecast. Hi, Carlos.
Hey, Ashley. Yeah, we're going to watch the skies, and the sun is going to be a little hesitant at first. But as we head into the weekend, we'll start looking for more and more sunshine. Unfortunately, we can see out to the west now some clearing skies. That's going to bring in some sunshine. The downside of that is that along with it are colder temperatures. We're currently sitting at 24 degrees, but as the skies clear, it'll be interesting. We're going to see more sunshine, but temperatures are going to be falling off. In fact, we expect them to drop through the low 20s and into the upper teens as the sun goes down tonight. So we're currently at what's probably going to be the warmest temperature of the day. We'll just see those temperatures falling off heading through the later afternoon. So you want to stick around. Coming up with the complete Weather Authority forecast. I, of course, have your New Year's Eve forecast. That is a very chilly one. And the first day of the new year, also a very cold one. Those details and more with a complete forecast in just a few minutes, Ashley.
Carlos, thank you. Now to the widespread flooding across much of the Midwest. At least 21 people are dead as several communities face historic water levels. NBC's Miguel Almaguer reports.
This morning, the Mississippi, the Missouri, and the Merrimack rivers are raging. Homes here have washed away. Neighborhoods are torn apart. At least 21 in the area are dead. A death toll many fear will rise with the water.
I've never seen that before, and well, it's a historic flood.
Parts of I-44 shut down. The Coast Guard and the National Guard have been deployed. All hands on deck, ready for rescues. In some spots outside St. Louis, flood records have been shattered. In Eureka, they've never been hit this hard.
It's 4 feet high here because I'm 6 feet tall.
With hundreds of homes now islands, thousands more are in danger. Nearly 24 levees are at risk. Power plants, water facilities are down. The rising river cresting around Valley Park, where nearly 900 have been forced to pack up and get out.
It's really devastating to think about everything, our own home, going under and everything that's in it.
With the Mississippi River in St. Louis expected to crest today, the flood stage sits at 30 feet. The water here expected to reach 13 feet above that. They're packing tens of thousands of sandbags to fortify cities, big and small. The next 24 hours critical. As the water rises, any sense of comfort vanishes.
I just pray that everything goes good and that we're, safe.
And that was Miguel Almaguer reporting. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is worried about 19 levees they say are highly vulnerable. People in the area say they've never seen rivers move at this speed. The question now, can the riverbanks and those levees hold this historic amount of water back? Police are investigating a crash involving first responders in Milwaukee. An ambulance, squad car, and pickup truck collided this morning near downtown. A police officer had minor injuries and the pickup driver was taken to the hospital as a precaution. Police say the officer was responding to a nearby shooting when that crash happened. Tonight's the big night. Across the U.S., Americans are getting ready to say goodbye to 2015 and hello to 2016. But amid the festivities, security is being ramped up because of a threat from overseas. Kim Hutcherson has the story.
As America prepares to ring in the new year, officials say a threat from overseas warns of possible attacks in New York, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. But they also say the threat was uncorroborated and based on a single source. Still, with 1 million people expected in Times Square Thursday night, authorities aren't taking any chances.
Times Square on New Year's Eve is going to be one of the safest places in the country because of the huge concentration of police resources.
6,000 officers will be deployed. There will also be helicopters, boat patrols, and hundreds of extra mobile cameras and radiation detectors. But analysts say there's only so much that can be done.
The New York police are very, very good, and they're very sensitized to the threat, and they know that Times Square is a major target. But at the end of the day, a crowd of people like that you can't vet everybody and check them.
In LA, extra security will be on hand for the Rose Bowl parade and the game itself, both of which are considered elevated security events for the first time. This as officials in Belgium announce that New Year's celebrations in Brussels have been canceled entirely after the arrest of 2 men accused of plotting attacks in the capital. I'm Kim Hutcherson reporting.
Also overseas, officials in Turkey say they've arrested 2 people who were planning a bomb attack on that country's capital on New Year's Eve. Officials suspect they have ties to ISIS. Turning now to sports, our Wisconsin Badgers took on the USC Trojans in the Holiday Bowl last night. The Badgers led the Trojans 20-7 in the second half. When USC started to make a comeback, the Trojans took 1-point lead in a fourth-quarter touchdown. It looked like the Badgers would regain the lead on a long run from Tanner McAvoy right there, but he was ruled out of bounds. ESPN cameras showed he never stepped out. However, the Badgers bounced back. It would not matter. With another big drive and a field goal to take the lead, that's where the score would stand. The Badgers went on to win 23-21. It's New Year's Eve, and Madison Metro is offering free bus rides to help keep everyone safe. The rides will be free from 7 p.m. until 3:30 a.m. Routes will run throughout Madison, downtown, and Middleton. If you're looking for some feel-good news heading into the new year, tune in tonight to an NBC 15 special that honors people who are making a difference in our community. Throughout 2015, John Stofflet has been telling these stories in a series called Making a Difference. Now tonight at 10, we're airing a 30-minute special showcasing all of this year's Making a Difference Award recipients. It re-airs tomorrow at 7 p.m. Should be pretty good.